Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you Scrub Zero. Another day, another reason to not like UPS, but that's me being petty. So, I watched the Giants preseason game last night. As far as game execution, now I know it's preseason, not all the starters are playing and whatnot, but I've liked what I've seen to this point. Offensive line's been solid. Only concern is the health. Like, they got, like, even with the backups and the backup, all the injuries, like they're still playing well in both the run and pass. So, wish they called a few more run plays, but I've liked the blocking from the offensive line. Daniel Jones wasn't bad. One of the few times I could actually say that for overall. Now there were two throws I did have concern with. One got tipped up and Colin Johnson caught it on the ricochet. Like, obviously you're gonna have to throw in some tight windows, so I ain't worried too much about that. The other one was a play that ended up a pick when he targeted rookie tight end Daniel Bellinger. Dane Bellinger. No, that's Dane Bellinger. Is it Daniel Bellinger? I think so. I remember dude's last name at first, but Jones threw the ball a little high. He had to, I wish he'd gotten it a bit lower. Bellinger still got to make the catch because it hit his hands. And you know the old rule: if it hits your hands, you got to catch it. Beyond that, he had a solid night. 12 of 14. Just the one pick. He looked good in the offense, so he was viable. Not ideal, but you take what you can get. Beyond that, defense, like, they're okay defensively. Thibodeau went out with an injury. The injury he didn't get low enough on a run block. Like, he got blocked into. They cut one of the linemen cut his leg. He walked off under his own power. So hopefully it's nothing too serious. But you got to do a better job of playing with leverage so that kind of play doesn't happen. He doesn't get injured. Special teams is a concern because, dear goodness, that coverage was god. The kickoff coverage didn't really seem a lot of punts, and the punts I saw, the coverage was fine on the punts, but the kickoff coverage was awful. The kickoff return was bad too because they got penalties. Now, they had a big return, but they got called back on penalty. CJ Ford got injured. Graham Gano got injured too, so concussion, because bad special teams coverage, leave your kicker to make a play, and he got concussed. He was knocked out the game. So it is what it is. Yeah, my concern is the health. That's probably the biggest concern, because everything else they're pretty solid with, at least coming through to this point. The health and the special teams are the concerns. They've looked good offensively. They've been respectable defensively. I like how the receivers have played. There's a few plays they've left on the table, but Bachman played well. And I like Colin Johnson. So we'll see how those things end up. They tried to get Robinson involved, but to no avail. It wasn't really much for him to get. There was an opportunity, at least from what the broadcast guy said, to hit him on a play, but Tyra missed him. He did get positive yards out of that play, but missed opportunities. But it's preseason. They've gotten into some game end of half and end of game situations, and they've done well. So I like what they've done to this point. Do they need to be better? Yeah. But I'm seeing building blocks, things you can build off of. And the backs, man, I like our backs. I really do like our backs. The running backs are solid. I think we got something going. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do in the last preseason game, and then when the regular season starts, how they perform. But yeah, I'm starting to like this team. I don't know if I'm not going to go overboard, say they'll make the playoffs or anything like that, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from this team. So at the very least, they look like they'll be a competent football team offensively compared to last season. And heck, even if they were still incompetent, there's not really much lower to go. So that's what I got out of that game. I know it was on the NFL Network, so a lot of people got to see how the Giants played as well, along with the Bengals. There's a few players on the Bengals that were solid, and then others is like, bruh, what y'all doing? And you can say that about any team. So on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. Make sure you hit the like button, share the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the posts. And that's about it. Till next time, I'm Scrub Zero. I'll catch you on the flip side.